Most unfortunate. Hey y'all, if I turn the volume down, I've learned, and then you picked up on the mic from this, which works pretty dang good. It's just slightly out of sync, motherfucker. Don't make too many moves, yo. Okay, night vision. I figured we look for aliens in the sky, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen. Not that we don't think they're out there. We know they're out there. We're just more interested in seeing what's going on around us in the dark. The fucking infrared picks up some strange shit that I can't see with my eyeball. But I want to. If only that won't make a fucking dent in the world. So all this crazy shit is going on, and it's syncing up so perfectly to have pathways. One of the most important ones. It was a gamble. It was a gamble. It's like if you're wagering against your own self for the future you wish to have, you gotta do it. You gotta have something to put on it. If your life is the thing you put on it, it should be worth it. It doesn't require you to take your life or lose your life, but you're gonna be at the very limit of what you got going on. That's the case because we had followed it off the job, which was basically done. Anything beyond that was not communicated to, left in a weird haze because the boss did not seek to communicate, and I didn't seek to fire my own self. I just pushed forward. Then the very limited next job, which was selling the plasma, hit the flagged blood, which I'm not accepting that as the diagnosis. I think it is a false flagged thing. So, although I was triggered by why would you want to share that fucking video because you're talking about that situation, it's like spreading it. And you, I mean me, I have caused all the work done for the gang stalking elements of the unknown people around us. I provided them the information willingly that they could, by their own, what they do in their circles, communicate even to a non-gossipy state. It's been properly returned. The stalking is a sort of a get on your own awareness of yourself from a third-person vantage point. It's all very strange to talk about, but trust me, if anyone's stalking me, it's me. If someone needs to be hired, it won't be me that's paying that bill. It would have to be the government's interest in that case because they would require probably some sort of ticket money or some sort of paper trail for their own shit. I don't care about that anymore. I'm just saying whatever privilege it has that fades off does appear to be fades off. And I lie away from myself. But everything is like a slight uncomfort, because you can concern yourself all you wish to about what other people are concerned with in regards to your shit. I don't think it's very useful to another person because it's the limits of use for me. The not so good information or whatever the transparency yields. Normal man, the actual human situations limited caused mitigation error. I don't know he was available. Yeah, I had said, I'm like, if what I perceive to be my own bullshit is the state that it is, it will likely isolate from other people, do more drugs, then that will kill you. That's the path. And saying that, gifting it out there to cry for help, you can't say that. You need that because it puts all the women on blast, and none of them can overcome that I noticed. It was like crickets. It's like, fuck. By asking it, you can't deceive it. Just a weird thing about psychology, I guess, which I guess I understand it, but the only reason to ask for help like that would be to live as opposed to die. But hey, fuck your comfort zone. That's what life does. It fucks your comfort zone. Where's it at? Where's yours? Mine here. Welcome to you, man, in the soft count. It's only pseudo comfort for me. Some division. But yeah. So this girl, her friend, and I care for her a lot. Actually, I really liked her for a long, 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 long time. But there's not been no actual relating at all. There was the initial resistance, which actually saved any possibility in the future to be useful in the way that it is now available and possibly useful. Since I don't have to capture and make wife of her or be man-slave to those requirements really are necessary or real constraints that are not. There's freedom. So like if you can love someone, even if for the night, if you can even love them, the next day not be worried about triggered by shit that they do doesn't concern you in the ways that it would if you had not gone through some serious type of not that it's not. There would be nice to have some sort of locked in man and woman. I can count on you. But if I can trust you and I have the ability to give and then receive what I need to stay alive, that's the better way. I'll take that. But I do give it to whatever it is. It's not like this is a error. I've got X amount of units of number 3. I will help you if you need these number 3 units. No, it's something else that's more flexible, fluid, and of what I could bring forth from the self. Maybe it's help on shopping day. Maybe it's ride to place. Maybe it's inspirational talk on the balcony. Whatever it might be. It's a myriad of different things I can pull from this basket. But I do choose it to be a basket that has them. If that's fucking okay with you. I want to have something stable to hold and look at. For all the reasons that we have a material world, symbols, all the containers, it is nice to fucking rip them apart and put a simple thing back as your indicator icon for stuff to go here, other things to go there. It's perfectly fine to do. Whatever dumbass then thus created 6-dimensionally box. You can put that in my 5G box if you'd like. It'll make it through a hurricane. It will triplicate itself if it goes through a hurricane. A volcano will cause it to be faxed to a certain, and they'll get back with you soon. It will be prompt. So, of course, I'm joking, but all of these joking phenomenons are actual real things in the place they find themselves to be, which is the living life. So, when my friend responded, I was joking about her being a succubus, which I've transformed my relation to the succubus because I have more respect for whatever the hell that is, being us psychologically. When I sleep, I like to probably have much sex that I probably remember little of, but no doubt with ladies who I find attractive, I'm pretty sure there's fucking going on in my dreams. So I don't want that to result in any embarrassment, because that would not be appropriate. And so, other than that, fuck it. I will imagine your face and shoot loads at it, like us at the bar I don't attend. If it doesn't bother you, or perhaps your backside, whatever, the ski ball things, that's a nice back to not impregnate a lady. So we're into that sort of thing. You don't find that activity as greatly fun as it is until you're there. The rewards exist. It's strange. There was a strange, connected, odd, dicey truth about a girl that you tried to tell me to Google it. Here's some things about Eden would you like to remember? And she doesn't exist in any way, shape, or form as far as your life is. It's funny how certain friends that are not your friends vanish themselves in your life. They go different ways because of the way life is. I mean, sure, it probably is a phone number and a connector call, but some people put things done. Burn it. You can nuke it. If you're into that, you could also wash it away with a very powerful wave. It could be made of any fluid you could gather. So the purple would be nice every once in a while. Recent finding out that there's blue lava. Didn't know that until recently. It's incredibly awesome. Just check it out. Polynesian volcanoes, one source somewhere in Africa. Good shit hidden in Africa. Apparently the sulfur makes the lava turn electric blue, and it's amazing. It looks like another fucking planet, but it's Earth. And there's a lot more rainbow areas with different colors where they don't traditionally belong already going on. So if you didn't know that, why don't you fucking take a class? You stupid fuck. On a lighter note, we're all stupid fucks. And there's plenty of free classes available everywhere. So this girl, which I would definitely like to, what do you call it? If you have whatever your sexual desire is, let's say that if a man doesn't have to take his fucking blue pill, he can get fucking solid rock in the way that makes sexual shit easy. Giggity. There's an appropriate leveling of that into extreme level, which is a phase, but not to get too sidetracked. So if you can have that state and emotionally deal with someone to where you're able to execute that situation without getting someone pregnant, you don't want to do that. In fact, if you can X that possibility out, you're probably more of a considerate fuck than someone that wouldn't be trying to do that. Well, that's where the gates open as far as lusty fucking Henry Jones makes himself become, which is what I found about myself. Because all of myself arrives after 7 years of not being the guy I didn't want to be, to a symbol with a strong rock-like self, which cannot be made to shoot. The gun will not go off for untrusted targets. Ooh. And then it's a good thing because, you know, it just is. It just is. You wouldn't think it's a good thing for you, but it is when you actually put a ponder into it. So this girl who was sort of asexual, because that's what she said, she was not so interested in it, didn't understand why it was such a big deal to people, and I understood where she was coming from, and it was kind of like she opened the position to not be that person, and that's a new thing, which would open some physicalities, which I'm saying is a life-saving line and a transformative portion of ability to interact that I'm counting on, because if not, then I'm walking out my face and will fall. And I'm not able to really communicate real time with the person because, one, just found out I'm not blocked. Number two, I have some basic assumptions that I just realized that I placed myself into to communicate in a moral way, at least where I'm remaining true to the parameters that I've defined to myself, at least between me and higher self. That's negotiated already. And now lower me, communicator on conscious front mind, is able to then bring, but not first in line to receive, of course. You have to know and learn this of yourself, because you don't have the need to know until you need to know and can share it type shit. And it's very rich, the actual reflected upon nuanced shit that is sort of what I'm good at. Very perceptive. But the ability to convey any of those messages basically is like shooting rubber bullets. Now, because I was haunted, at least the dreams that I'd been seeing my ex was terrifyingly disturbing to me. But I do think that there was some sort of communicating, and got from that the same way that I communicated with my ex, which was basically we were really able to press the orgasm button on the other one, but we was damn expert. That something like that is what would be the case with the person I am expressing the interest now to, because by having all that lived out, because it was like we had a unity twin soul sort of thing going on, where a lot of my brains was feeding into a lot of her areas that the connections were that physical whatever, and they were severed by non-moral actions like outside of wedlock sex, which was why it was very important to cease that freedom to move in our connecting and sanctify whatever remarriage is the life now of this formerly Lawson, now Elf lady, which I do not believe that her initiating moves when I did see her were going to go that way. I don't think the sanctity made a shit. You can't want you to come in forcefully. Push on in. Yeah, go ahead, fuck. I'm not going to come and do it because you freak me out when you do that, and I think it's latched. So that's where we're at. And yes, the cat does want to come in at that level more, and I should open the door and let her come. Or she just fucking throws something in there, all kinds of crazy sounds and jumping and displays and shit. I'm like, well, she wants in this area. She doesn't want to be seen coming in here. In this weird way, that sort of mirrors the situational fucking parameter that life has also afforded me. You can be weird, life is fucking weird. Fuck you, life. Quit being fucking weird. So, I have a very rudimentary, strong, solid belief that I can make out with this girl that I've known for years, isn't physically the same, nor am I. I can make out with that girl and plug in so much fucking data that just gets like thrown against the wall, and then paranoia from what the fuck is he trying to do to me? It's nothing. Maybe fucking produce a form of orgasm like a woman would like. Maybe just using a hand. Maybe the extra mile with the tongue. Which, hey, a fellas have paid high dollar for that sort of activity. In a way, it's to reverse the roles and throw in the pro level. You get a lot more back if you give it freely, and it's not like abasing yourself in any type of way. I generally have too much lustful but openly love and care for those people I can have that freedom with, but have it or have very limited window, and still try to use the benefits of it, which exists in insight, perception, and shit in regards to their life. Where I can communicate with a little sister, but she ain't trying to hear nothing. She ain't trying to share information until it's very relevantly, acutely made aware by whatever deed pulls her. Usually it's her phone bill and the fact that she gets illicit means to pay it, or some other fucking thing. And I was trying to make the point shown that there's a lot more better stuff if you're not so restricted to your own whatever the fuck it is Like, I mean, you know how Superman changes into his outfit? I wanted him to Earl in the fucking same amount of time, correctly satisfied. Like, no, it didn't happen. Type shit. Because I think that's the better way to poise any actions like that when they're questionably challenging cultures, degeneration. It would be better done on the unknown. Dog fuck. How dogs smashing.